Wanted to give you guys a weekly recap on the challenge to $100,000 in payouts. And honestly, we're off to a slow start. There's been things that have been happening within change of current jobs and things that are going on behind the scenes, which has kind of lingered a little bit into my trading. So mentally, if you are not there, I highly recommend you should not be trading. Everyone has ups and downs, right? Some months we're crushing it, some months we're not doing so good. But this week I've just been taking it chill. Honestly, I haven't been putting on much size. I switched to trading micros to minis just to not have as much risk in the market. Also, I feel like the price action has been kind of crappy this past week as we reach all-time highs, right? The market is still trying to figure out where it wants to go, but it is making a slow and steady grind up. So I just want to show you guys my screen here on basically the, kind of just a weekly overcap on these three top step accounts. So transparency is key, right? Sometimes even as traders, we need to say, hey, this week you did good, this week you sucked, and next week's going to be better, right? So as I am trading these 300K accounts, all these profits are times 3, and copy trading is the key to seeing some serious payouts. If you guys are trading 1 or 2 accounts individually, it's going to take you a lot longer to reach these types of payouts. So as long as you're managing your risk, I highly recommend, if you are prop firm trading, to use copy trading. So if I enter a trade on one account, it will go ahead and do it all across all 3 of those accounts. So we're up $770 on the week. So I didn't even trade Monday or Tuesday, just because I was just busy with other things that were going on. The only thing I don't like about the calendar, or this kind of like chart here, is it shows every time I like scale in and scale out of a trade, it will count it. So if you go in with like 5 minis and you sell one and you sell another and you sell another and you sell another, for some reason they count it as 5 trades. So if I didn't trade 69 times, that'd be a lot of in and out, right? But basically a couple $100, and $100. So ending the week at $770. Again, this is one of those things where you keep putting in the work and time and effort, and eventually you're gonna get those payouts. So green week is better than a red week, right? Not every week has to be a home run. If you can just slowly stack those winning trades on top of each other. If I did the same thing next week and the week after that, I'd be at $4,000 in each account, and I'd be able to pull out about $6,000. So just a reminder that you guys don't have to be crushing it every single day to make a lot of money with day trading. I want to show you the charts here, kind of just what I've been looking for. Again, I only use 2 indicators. One is the 9 EMA, which is this yellow line, and the green is VWAP. So this really just kind of helps put into perspective where the trend is going. So every time I get in, I always like looking at the hourly chart. So if you're using Top Step or whatever platform, there's always different time frames you can use. So I usually look at the hour or the 4 hours, kind of depending on the day, to see where direction was heading. And we did see some sell-off, right? It did break a couple days ago on the 12th above all-time highs, and then it slowly was just getting rejected and making lower lows. So I think we're going to have a little bit of pullback going into next week, and then a stronger rip up. I know the President Trump has said a couple things about his predictions of the stock market, as these bigger tech companies like Apple and Nvidia, Amazon are going to be putting a couple database centers into the US, which is going to go ahead and boost the money going into the economy. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. But again, just make sure you guys are being careful. I did switch to I'm switching back to micros next week, just because it's a new week and hopefully the price action is a little bit better, right? So usually 1 or 2 contracts is all I'm trading, and small and steady 10-15 point winners, and that's kind of my trading strategy and how I became profitable. So if you guys need any help or want to learn how to become a profitable trader, just check out the link in the description.